Types of vipers. What is a viper? There are more than 15 unique families of snakes within the serpent suborder of reptiles, including pythons, cobras, boas, and vipers, among many others. Essentially, a viper is any species of snake that is a member of the Viperidae family. Crotolini, the pit vipers. The most common type of viper within the Viperidae family is the pit viper. There are currently more than 150 species of pit vipers that live throughout the Americas and Eurasia. Interestingly, this subfamily of vipers is the only one with species residing in North America. The term pit viper comes from the heat-sensing L'Oreal pits located on either side of the snake's head. These small pits are usually clearly visible between the nostrils and eyes. Pit vipers use these unique organs to sense changes in temperature, thermoregulate their bodies, and even locate their prey. In addition to their special pit organs, pit vipers also possess a small muscle near their venom glands that contracts to help expel venom via their long, hollow fangs. Some of the particular species that are part of this group include Western diamondback rattlesnake, Crotalus atrox, eyelash viper, Bothrechus schlegellii, cottonmouth/water moccasin, Agkistrodon piscivorus, eastern copperhead, Agkistrodon contortrix, side-striped palm pit viper, Bothrechus lateralis, viperinae, the true vipers. The second most abundant type of viper includes the true or pitless vipers within the Viperinae subfamily. This group contains a whopping 80 species spanning 13 different genera. Size varies significantly amongst the many Viperinae species, from as little as 12 inches to more than 6 feet in length, though most species have fairly bulky, short bodies. Most of the members of the Viperinae subfamily are native to Eurasia and Africa. These snakes are also commonly known as Old World vipers due to the geographic regions they tend to inhabit. Notably, these vipers lack the aforementioned pit vipers' heat-sensing pit organs in their heads. However, they still possess a supranasal sac that helps them sense heat and locate prey, similar to how the pit organ functions. African vipers and puff adders of the Bitis genus in particular have especially sensitive and well-developed supranasal sacs. Another trait most of these true vipers share is ovoviviparity. However, a handful of species, such as the horned vipers and most saw-scaled vipers, are oviparous and lay eggs instead. Azemiopene, the Phaeus vipers. Azemiopene is the smallest group of vipers within the 4 viper subfamilies. It contains only a single genus and just 2 known species, Azemiops phae and Azemiops carini. They are collectively known as Phaeus vipers after the Italian explorer, Leonardo Fea, who originally discovered them in Southeast Asia. Phaeus vipers are among the most primitive viper species in the world due to their rather unusual biology. They possess a number of traits that other viper subfamilies lack. For starters, instead of the usual rough, keeled scales common to most vipers, Phaeus vipers have smooth scales covering their entire bodies. In addition, the scalation on and around their heads more closely resembles that of colubrid and elipid snakes than vipers. The individual scales on the head are also much larger than those of typical vipers. Another rather unusual trait Phaeus vipers share is their short fangs compared to those of other viper species, which tend to be much longer. Phaeus vipers have shorter fangs and very small venom glands due to their fairly small, oval-shaped skulls compared to the more broad, diamond-shaped skulls of most typical vipers. They can, however, still rotate their fangs independently and use them to inject venom like other vipers. Finally, also unlike most viper species, Phaeus vipers are oviparous, meaning they lay eggs rather than give live birth. Causini, the night adders. Finally, we come to the second smallest subfamily of vipers within the Viperidae family, Causini. This group currently consists of a single genus and 7 species, all of which are native only to sub-Saharan Africa and are known collectively as night adders. Similar to the aforementioned Fia's vipers, night adders are also among the most primitive types of vipers. This is due to several unique traits that the majority of viper species lack. For starters, their pupils are round rather than slit-shaped like most other viper species. Their head shape also tends to be more long and more ovular than diamond-shaped, and it is covered in much larger scales. In addition, night adders have much shorter fangs than typical vipers, though they can still move and rotate independently. Caucini species also have differently shaped venom glands than those of most other viper species. Rather than being small and located near the back and sides of the head, the glands are long and slender and stretch down much of the snake's neck. These venom glands can be up to 4 inches in length. Finally, night adders' internal biology is a bit unusual for a viper as well. In particular, their kidneys and lungs are uniquely long and slender. They are also oviparous, so they lay eggs rather than give live birth like most vipers. Where do vipers live? Because there are so many different species of vipers, it's safe to say that vipers are a large family of snakes. The Viperidae are found all over the world with the exception of remote places. A shorter list would be the places vipers can't be found, such as Antarctica. However, vipers are also not found in Australia, New Zealand, Madagascar, and north of the Arctic Circle, as well as island clusters like Hawaii. Lifespan: how long do vipers live? As with most species of snakes, little is known about the lifespan of a wild viper. However, in captivity, vipers can live to be about 20 years old. Additionally, females give live birth to about 50 to 60 babies at a time,